What's up, bitches?
Oh shit, you already started.
Are we here?
Fuck. Hey, it's episode 20. We made it.
So stupid.
This is. I already want to start over. But guys, we're back. The trio is back.
We're here.
Sirach's back, guys.
Yeah.
Where were you last week? Where were you? We missed you.
You gonna put me on the spot? Nah, I had other things I had to do.
He had shit to do, man.
I told you. I mean,
Okay.
that was my fault for not letting y'all know. That's on me.
No,
that's all we need.
it's all good, man. There's no like underlying tensions or anything.
Yeah.
We're not successful enough yet.
Yeah, we didn't actually care.
Wait till we actually make it, and then we'll like break up.
We were like, thank God that nigga's not here.
Damn.
So mean.
It's a good thing I didn't listen to it.
Oh yeah, we wanted to ask that.
We gave you one job.
Sirach, if you don't value us, how will you expect the audience to value us?
I don't.
All right. This is Some Bad Decisions, episode 20. I'm your host, Robert. This is my co-host, Meeman, a.k.a. Hurt God, a.k.a. Curve God. And this is our returned co-host, Sirach, man. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Glad to hear, guys. Let's get to this fucking music. I needed something a little bit more uplifting, man, after watching that goddamn Rascal movie. That's the most depressing shit I've ever seen before in my life.
You okay?
No.
You want to talk about it?
No, I really don't, actually.
Okay, next week, guys.
No.
Next week.
No.
Tune in next week.
You guys say that, but it's going to be like the reverse of Death Stranding. Remember how we said we're definitely going to talk about it? And we never talked about it because it's the most boring shit alive?
Oh, man.
This is like... Oh, wow.
Let's indulge.
Man, I still need to see it. So, I mean, I'll definitely watch it with the movie.
Like...
Hopefully we can watch it then. Or we can talk about it.
But I will say one thing about the Rascal movie, and this is not like a spoiler or anything, because it means nothing. But I was so right about what I said about the end of season 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I told you, like, dude, at the end of the season, I said, this shit seems depressing as fuck. And I was like, Sirach was like, no, it's a happy ending. And I was like, no, that's a fucking bridge, my G. It's a fucking a fake bridge.
You saw right through it then.
Oh
yeah,
my god. No, I wasn't expecting that.
Man.
I was not.
I haven't seen it yet, so
It's
What episode are you on right now?
I'm still like on episode 4.
it's
Alright, you'll catch up.
it's my favorite thing that I would never recommend to anybody.
You wouldn't recommend it?
No.
It's that? Oh,
No.
it's that sad.
Dude.
Bruh.
Dude.
Is the animation superb?
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things I want to talk about. Animation's really great. Well, to be fair though, it's a movie, so like, you know, they always get like higher production budgets and shit.
Yeah.
By the way, we are way over 30 seconds for that shit. But yeah, yeah, man, that shit was just really good. I guess if you guys really want to talk about it, I'll figure out something to say. But damn, I'm so happy that there is no season 2 gonna happen for a long time. Oh, actually, there is one thing I will talk about that though. This is actually a little bit of news. They're gonna actually English localizations of the light novels are coming in 2020.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I
8
know
books out right now, so give it 3 years, they'll catch up. At this rate.
Yay.
Oh my god,
Ooh, speaking
Guys, we
of...
need to learn how to read Japanese.
dude. Honestly, I might have to with how many like light novels I like.
Speaking of, I guess, translations, localizations you mentioned. I don't know if y'all heard about, I don't know if it's a topic you're going to bring up, but Manga Stream.
Oh no, I actually wasn't. Thank you for reminding me on that.
They're down for good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, the
Manga
website
Stream.
down?
Like...
Oh yeah, I saw that they weren't going to do any Shonen Jump shit.
I think that was the other one. I don't know how to pronounce it. It starts with a J.
Jason Pri or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. But there are 2 sites. J whatever. Jaminas box? I can't pronounce it. They said through Twitter and all this that they were going to stop doing anything shonen related and just do their own personal stuff to release. But Manga Stream, I think, apparently, I didn't look into it, but they completely just wiped out their Twitter, everything. I could be wrong.
Can you still go on Manga Stream?
No, I tried going on the other day when One Piece was supposed to come out, supposedly, and it's like, nope.
That's sad.
So now
So are you not caught up with the most recent chapter?
I'm not.
Holy shit!
So I think now.
I think they did that specifically because I don't know what happened, but I saw this shit again trending on Twitter. Like apparently it has a lot to do with like there's more Goldie Roger flashback shit.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I wonder if that was done as like a preemptive strike.
To be like, stop doing this. Like, are you saying that's why?
Well, I think like partially just because like they want fans to like pay for this shit, especially if they're doing like really heavy hitting content. Like this isn't no fucking like Davy Jones arc, motherfucker. This is like primetime shit.
Yeah.
Either that or Shonen Jump is going to start their own stream.
No, they have like they have
They have
no one uses
I have. I mean, yeah.
In English, though.
It's. I think this is gonna.
Well, that's also like an issue, is because I don't think like their English version of the site they don't have same day thing, right?
They have it.
I think you have to wait like 48 hours.
The manga streams of the world will usually release it at typically Friday. It's always rough.
Yeah, Friday. But that's the same day it goes on Japan, right?
I believe it's either a little bit after or it's about the same.
Well,
manga
counting for time changes and stuff, but like you just get it a little bit later in the day.
Exactly. Manga, Shonen Jump app or Viz Media, whatever, all of them, the official releases.
Yeah.
They release about I think Sunday, like Sunday morning or afternoon.
Yeah, that's not fast enough.
It's tough.
It's not fast enough.
But
so that's the English release.
The official.
The official release. Yeah, it's definitely not fast enough.
Usually, my go about it, I like to read the chapters multiple times. So usually, I'll read the first one when it first comes out, but then I'll get the official dub or official translation through the Shonen Jump app. Since it's free, it's like, yeah, this is easy to get. But I think with this, Manga Stream was pretty good with in my opinion, pretty good with their subs.
Oh, for sure.
They would have a few things here and there that weren't accurate, but I would get that through Shonen Jump a couple of days later. But I think now, I might just switch over to Sundays, just stick with the official release because it's there, it's available. I don't think anything's going to match the quality of it. Could Manga Stream or whatever the other Jiminous boxes. Plus, I don't know, just supporting the actual official release. I'm down for it. For One Piece, at least, I think I'm personally down for it.
I was gonna say, off air once the mics are off, like, I got a couple sites and stuff you need it.
I got so many, man, but support the creators.
If you really want to support the creators, support buy the manga volumes.
Exactly, yeah,
buy the manga volumes.
For sure. But even
that's where they get their money. Merchandise. Like official merchandise, you motherfuckers.
Even the app itself, Shonen Jump, you get, I think, it's a really low price, like $2 a month, but you get everything Shonen. Like, even past shit.
Yeah.
All of it. I think that's worth it, personally.
Like...
I know you can see it, like, you can
probably
search it anywhere,
well,
but...
see, that's kind of like the issue with it. It's it's sort of like a convenience kind of thing. Like, the reason why I think, Netflix and shit, and Hulu, to an extent, took off was because, I can technically go to, Pirate Bay and all these sketchy websites, and, it's just so much more convenient for me to just pay it to have, this thing.
Officially there. You don't have to worry about anything. None of that. It's gonna be anything. For reading or anything, especially for something like a comic that's only going to be, at max 17 pages. Yeah.
It's, it's one site versus another site, and there's so many, free manga sites.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make that a payable service.
Well, no, I think it works.
I think it could work.
Comics just works.
Yeah, but the problem is, comics aren't making money either.
That's
Amazon has taken a massive loss on that. And they should be theoretically be so much easier because it's digital, it's free.
Yeah.
It's you don't even have to make paper anymore. But it's tough to get people to pay for for at least in the West anyway. In Japan, it's not really much as big of an issue.
That's why I like DC Universe. They just merged all their animated shows
together with their comics,
with their comic app.
Oh.
So you get the comics and the shows.
That would be great.
That is so smart.
I wish Shonen would do that, but I don't think it's ever going to happen because I think their anime is
they don't own that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're licensed.
Anime. So
it works for DC. It also works for Marvel, but I don't think they've done it. They're on Disney Plus though.
Yeah, it could come to Disney.
No, their Unlimited is actually connected to your Disney Plus account.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do you need a Disney? Wait,
yes,
but you need to buy a Marvel Unlimited account though first.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's different. Wait,
but it's all under the same account.
Okay.
Wait.
Your Marvel
You have to wait.
account is connected to your Disney.
Wait, so
you have to make a Disney
when
Plus
you
account.
no, but when you make a Disney Universe, DC Universe streaming account, do you automatically get the comic service with it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but see, like that's a big difference in my opinion.
Yep. That's why I said DC Universe is doing way better right now.
But I think that was in part done just to like.
But
build more.
Disney owns Marvel though, so it kind of has to be there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, I can't really knock the Shonen Jump app yet. Going back to that, I haven't tried it. I haven't paid the $2 monthly. I mean, it seems so little. I might as well try it now, just because.
Puts little things out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
It's $24 a year.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for comics, I don't know. I'll give it like a couple of months just to try it.
What? Dude, you know what I can do with $24? That's a fifth of a G right there.
I really thought you was going to say cocaine, guys.
It is. Where do you think you can get a fifth of a G for? Wait, what? If you're paying 24 for tree for a fifth of like a fifth of a G?
Oh, I
yeah,
heard something else. I thought you said Nate.
No.
I was about to say, come on, Nate.
By the way, guess what I have in my pocket? Oh, that's for off the air, guys.
Oh yeah, we don't have.
When we get to episode 100, we're all just doing lines off the table, though. That's a guarantee.
Allegedly.
I'll take
If we meet certain requirements that we'll lay out later. Is that better, Sirach? Is that better?
I'll get back at you with that.
Sirach, if we make $1,000 off this like at some point, like
if I hand you $500,
well, you have to do at least the line. Is that fair? If you personally intake $1,000 of income, tax free, is that not worth doing a line of cocaine to celebrate?
The only way I'll do a line of cocaine
I want to hear this.
Is if Usopp becomes King of the Pirates instead of Luffy. That's my 100% certified guarantee on this podcast. And it's recorded.
I was gonna say, Neiman, you know what you need to do? You need to make some fan art and make Usopp the King of the Pirates.
I have to make it as realistic as I can.
You have to have him like stepping over Luffy's grave.
I'm going
and being like,
I'm gonna hire some artists. Hire a whole team for this.
This would have never happened if you actually like asked Riley what the fuck's on Raftail. See.
I mean, who knows?
They're gonna ask me what the pay is. I'm gonna say $2 of cocaine.
My God.
You guys gonna get started with the topics now?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh shit!
Yeah, too much.
Dude, he acts more of a cokehead than me. Okay, let me start with the first topic. Shovel Knight King of Cards is out. So, and now officially Shovel Knight is done. After 5 years of on-air developments of additions and DLC, it is finally complete, and Yacht Club Games will now start full production for the next game after, like, some vacation.
Wow, it's only been 5 years? It feels like it's been long, personally, for me.
Since Shovel Knight came out? Yeah, Shovel Knight came out in, like, 2013, 2014, so it's been 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
And it was still
Dude,
really strong.
Yeah.
I gotta give them credit for that treasure trove idea of making that game way more expensive, because that gave them a lot of coin. I bought it and I didn't even end up playing like Shovel Knight at all. I bought it twice technically. One like on super discount on Steam, and then one on PS4 because I was like, I'm tired of using the fucking the fucking
playing platformers on a keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard.
Yeah.
And I think that was and that was before like you could plug in a PS4 controller into your laptop or PC.
Yeah,
and it would just read it. You had to use some third-party software to do that
on the keyboard.
And I'm only doing that for Devil May Cry. To play that shit on my PC at the time anyway. But have any of you? Oh wait, and I know none of you guys have played it, but have any of you guys seen like any gameplay about it?
Yeah.
About
Shovel Knight?
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Specifically for the King of Cards part though.
No,
I
King of
don't think
Cards.
so.
I'm
not that interested in it, honestly.
I kind of just want to look at it just because like I want to see if there's anything in there in the last bit of DLC that'll give any indicator what they're gonna do next. Because I completely ignored Spectre Knight and Plague Knight, so I'm interested to see what.
Actually look really good.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm a sucker for if you give me high movement, like really flexible and awesome movement abilities. I'm a sucker for your game. Like, I'm gonna play that shit. That's just a fact of life. But I didn't play Plague Knight.
Yeah, me neither. You know, it looked good. We got so many games to play, guys.
This is gonna sound so stupid, but the PS4 Back Button pre-order is now live, guys. How excited are you? I want to hear it.
That shit is
the
so dumb. What is the point? It was like the
extra
reaction to Xbox Elite controller.
No, that's not what it's about.
What's the point of it?
It's future proofing the PS4 controller so it's compatible with PS5. That's what I think.
It looked dumb.
Yeah, but like it adds like 2 extra buttons that you can do.
I'm not.
And it gives your controller to completely remap all the buttons to any game.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I still think it makes the controller aesthetic look dumb, and it takes away your aux cable thing.
No.
It has an aux. It has an aux. You can attach.
It does.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
It has aux on it.
Way to cry.
I mean, that would be
your lane.
No. Dude, when I saw a PS4 Back Button thing, I was like, no, that can't be real. Are you guys getting it? Are you excited?
No.
I mean, I don't have one, but still.
Actually,
I
Sony sponsor us.
No.
Fam, if they give us the Back Button and not PS5s, I'm rioting. That'll be the biggest middle finger in the world. Yeah, we're gonna give you the fucking Back Buttons. Buy a PS5.
Just find our channel. Like,
as long as they give me the bag, I don't care.
Fam, it's $20.
It's not. I mean,
that's not expensive, but
it's
like,
not expensive. But why?
Like for PS5, I guess.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna see what this is all about.
What if it transformed the controller? And like,
watch me
what
come
are
back.
you saying?
I'm gonna come back, guys. You have to try. It's changed me.
How much are controllers stick? How much do you think
60.
PS5? 60, right? So
this
is like,
you can get it right now for like $40.
well, I mean, like when the PS5 comes out.
I think they went back up to 60.
No, you can get it for $45 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they went back up.
If the PS5 comes out now, like whenever, not now, but when it does come out, it'll
Fam.
be like 60, 70-ish, right? When
The controller?
by itself.
Yeah, it'll be 60. Yeah. I think what's it called? I think Nintendo's not going to realize it, but that fucking $70 controller is an abomination. Like, I bought a Pro controller for my brother's Switch that I got him for Christmas, and I only got it was because they cut that shit down to $55. And I was like, fucking finally. Now I don't feel like I'm going broke from buying a controller. $70 for a controller?
That's ridiculous. Nah, that's just dumb. But I mean, that feel personally, it's similar to an Xbox, right? Ish, like
Which one?
The Pro controller for Switch.
Is it
I
not?
honestly don't like the feel of it.
I've never felt it,
Really?
to be fair.
I don't like it.
But I will say this, from with the exclusive beam just there, everything I've heard about it, like, people enjoy it. So.
Well, just that, I don't know.
I mean, it's a fine controller.
Yeah.
But
You know what I'm not the biggest fan of, though? Like, I don't like how close, like, the right analog stick is to the buttons. Like, I feel like that's so easy to get your finger caught in there. But again, that's not something I've touched yet. So, and that to me was like a bigger problem with like the Wii U Pro controller than the Switch one, even though their designs are similar.
Pro controller. Wait, am I confusing it with the GameCube one? Is the Pro controller like an act? It's not the GameCube.
No, it's not the GameCube
for
controller.
Smash, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though you can, I do like the fact that, like, if there's one thing I will give Nintendo credit, it's that
you can use the Soul controller.
that they realize, this GameCube thing, it's like, for some reason, it's it's the fans' favorite controller. We just can't let this shit die.
It just feels nice.
The GameCube.
Dude, I've got to be on.
It's got to be like one. It's got.
It's up there. It's top 3.
Yeah.
It's top 3 for sure.
Easily, but best. I don't know if it's the best.
To me, my top 3 would probably have to be, in no particular order, by the way, GameCube, 360, PS4. Those are my 3 favorites so far.
Okay.
And that's counting like the rinky dinks, like the fucking NES, SNES, Genesis, that kind of shit. PS1,
Yeah, mine's the same.
PS2. I think those are the 3 best controllers.
PlayStation, I've always had, like, growing up, I was fine with it, just with the PS2 controller.
Mhm.
But as of late, just the PS4 compared to the Xbox Ones, just like the thickness of the Xbox, it feels smoother to play. At least anything, really. Like, I remember
Really?
way back, we were playing Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters, and just trying to get combos off, trying to go back and forth. On the Xbox, it was smooth as anything, but for whatever reason, with the PS1, the PS4, I'd always hit the damn...
I was going to say, what were you doing to get a PS1 to run Fighters?
The PS button thing.
Yeah, in the middle.
That's kind of...
It was...
No, I like it. I like that PlayStation.
It's something I could work around if I got used to it.
It's just getting used to the controller.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just not using the controller often enough.
True.
Sirach, you're going to be here next week, right?
I should be.
Okay. Make sure you guys remind me to freaking bring that PS4.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
My requirement.
We could just play here, whatever.
No, Sirach, you need to be able to play feature games at home. Like,
I
Last
don't
of
have
Us...
time for this bullshit. You gotta play those RPGs.
Yeah, and...
It's gonna be so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you can't play it.
Enjoy it. It's a game.
Do it. It's fun.
All right.
God.
We have drifted way far from Shovel Knight. I think that's a code for the next topic.
Oh my God.
Oh no, that wasn't even Shovel Knight. That was the PS4 Back Button. Guys, look at the shit we're getting stuff out of right now. I want to save that one for last. The Witcher is out on Netflix now.
I haven't watched it.
Haven't watched it. I am intrigued about it though. It
But
seems
I've
like it's
heard
gotten good reception.
Everyone I've heard talk about it says it's fire.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
It's starring Superman, so
It is. Yeah, that is good.
I wonder how, since a guy who has never played a Witcher game is gonna like react to this.
Apparently they're not following
The
The
books.
game.
They're following the books, yeah, not
They're
the
following
games.
the books, not the games.
That to me makes a lot more sense.
The books were kind of short stories. They weren't. Well, the first two are just short stories.
Yeah, but like it's like
So,
it's
I
only
guess
it's only like
easier.
12, 13 episodes, dude. That's actually made for a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first two books definitely would work for a TV show. I haven't seen it though, so I don't know what storyline they're following. If they're following the later books or not.
Okay, let's talk about Rick and Morty's season 4, episode 5, the last one of season 4, part 1.
It was short.
I want to hear your guys' just like initial thoughts on the entire thing as a whole. Did you like it? Did you not like it? So that Neiman liked it. Sirach, what did you think about the episode?
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't bad.
And we got to talk about episode 4 since Sirach wasn't here for yesterday. No, we're definitely talking about because I didn't like it. Episode 5, and I didn't like it in large part because of episode 4. Episode 4 is so hilarious to me. It's fucking hysterical, dude.
How do you not like it? You're garbage.
No, it's not that I don't like it. It's
You don't like tracking sex?
It threw me so off guard when I first watched it. I was like, what are they doing? Why is this soul body? But I realized, no, this is Rick and Morty. Of course this is soul.
To be fair, they brought it. They've done soul bonding.
Having a good time.
Hold on.
Nah, they definitely like that dirty stuff. Those dragons were.
Hold on.
Did you peep the old dude's sketch staff? Oh my god.
I want to say soul bonding was introduced when Jerry hooked up with that alien. So that's a concept that's been brought back.
Oh, they were they really?
Yeah, they soul bonded.
They just never
They didn't show what means soul bonding. Like
it was
they
just
didn't show
implied.
No, they said that they were soul bonded, but they didn't show what soul bonding in this case they go into the nitty gritty.
They really went into it, man.
I mean, it's not like they showed anything.
They didn't.
No,
I thought it was.
Come on,
No.
come on. You cannot.
Very PG,
You
guys.
cannot say how hysterical it was when Rick was like, "Oh my god, it's so much better with you watching."
Don't tell your parents.
Oh no, that was
it.
yeah.
I had to check out after that. I was like,
probably legitimate.
yeah.
I
Did
still want to know what the fuck that cat did.
I don't.
Do y'all have theories? You know?
I don't. I don't need to know what that cat did at
So
all.
based on the screen, I don't care that much, but I want to know.
Although it is really weird that Jerry says he was in my house and with photos of my parents. That's weird.
That was weird. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. But Jerry's a weird guy.
The thing that gets me that Rick was horrifying.
The fact that
yeah.
And what the fuck did he have to do to get the ability to talk? That's fam, what the fuck did you?
No question.
But, I ship him into Dragon.
Why does he want to go back to Florida?
I don't know.
What is in Florida? What happens?
People who don't ask questions, Meeman.
Let's go to Florida.
They just have fun.
I want to go to Florida.
No, I ask questions.
Yeah.
Because... but well, all right. What did you think of season
episode 5?
4? Four. Since you weren't here to talk about episode 4, and I know you could not wait to talk about this episode.
Yeah.
Did you like it? Did you not like it?
It was funny. No, it was definitely funny. I liked
it. Was it not the funniest episode of the season so far?
I personally love that heist episode.
No, the heist episode's great.
I think that's...
But the heist episode's way cleverer for me, and like the way it ends is like the greatest thing.
Yeah.
But I got the biggest laughs
out of this one.
Out of that one.
What, episode
I think
4?
Yeah, episode 4. Fam, again, like, don't tell your parents about this, and it's so much better with you watching. I'm dying laughing.
Can we go back to the beginning and talk about how Morty was like, I want a dragon?
Yeah.
That's such an egotistical thing to ask, by the way.
I was getting like, yo, this is really out of character, but
also,
I like it.
Also, what's also hysterical is when, like, Rick's, like, fucking fucked up from head to toe, like, is, like, just in the hospital, completely bandaged up, and, like, Beth's like, Rick, did you promise Morty a dragon?
That killed me. The other part that killed me, when Rick was just complaining about the portal. It's like, why does your portal have
it's got letters. It's got...
like, why are you judging? Dude, your portals look the same except they got letters.
I like the whole idea of how just science or magic was just bullshit there. Like, he just made some bullshit, whatever. Science doesn't work there, and like whatever contraption Rick put together could just make anything that he wanted.
Yeah,
I like the whole
magic.
Well, they're definitely taking shots at like fantasy as a whole, and I like that. I enjoyed that.
That whole sequence when he was talking to Summer, whatever, when they're both like beating all the.
Oh my gosh! I just realized that they were in a sex dungeon.
No.
No.
The cave was a sex dungeon.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that they shamed.
I'm sorry, I broke you.
This is why we need a film, guys.
Fuck, man. Rick and Morty goes so far. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
You know what I think is a really underrated joke, though, of that episode? It's when that one dragon's like, we're here because we want to be able to fuck goats. And like they're like, hey, we don't fuck goats, you weirdo. Get out of here.
Oh my god. I gotta rewatch that episode. That was
episode's so funny. That
episode might make my top 10.
Really?
No.
That episode was funny.
Funniest, yeah. I will say by proxy though, that kind of made me dislike episode 5. I think because if I watched episode 5, like for example, I really kind of wish that they would have switched episode 5 and 3.
Oh, and with the heist.
Yeah. I definitely think they should have ended with the heist.
The only issue with episode 5 is that it's a Christmas episode. It's Christmas.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like
it was Christmas just because of
Jerry and the lights.
That's it. Yeah, they could have. It's them. It's their choice.
Like that isn't like. I mean, there was nothing about this that felt like a Christmas episode though. Like they've done this before, and like where they brought like Jerry's parents in and stuff.
The whole snake thing.
Well, first of all, I don't think this episode was good enough to break their no time travel rule.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I did enjoy the whole Terminator thing.
No, it was fun. Like when Beth like steps on like yeah, that was funny as shit.
Yo, they actually brought it back from the opening sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
And the reoccurring joke of like Rick just saying "Get the fuck back in the car."
That was
yeah,
great.
I love that.
God.
The post-credit scenes were great.
Post-credit.
Where how he gets the black eye.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what's the funny thing? Meeman called that shit. I assumed it was going to be like, be excited for what happens next. And it's just like, no, we're going to tell you how Morty gets this black eye.
I was curious about it the whole time. I'm like, what happened? I bet Rick punched him.
I thought that was just like something, you know what's the I just thought like that was just something that happened to them like later on and then shit. Like they're just never going to touch it. And just to show like more visual differences between like the Rick and the Morty.
You know what I actually liked about that whole episode? was the end when they came and gave him the snake suit. It's like, it's your turn now, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. Time travel wise, that was great.
My favorite part about like the time traveling whole is that they brought back like their past time travel, not time travel, but like time elements in the series where they brought back the time police.
Oh yeah,
that shit was great.
Was
like, favorite moment of the episode right there is when they just destroy the entire snakes on Snake Planet because they wiped out the ancestor snake.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, you think you're gonna use this tool? He got beat up for no reason.
That shit was hilarious.
Can you imagine being a caveman just getting your ass whooped?
And then you see two testicle monsters come after you. Just beat the shit out of you. Like, think about that. If that happened right now. We're just chilling.
First of all, Morty did way too much for that.
Also,
that was weird.
That's also like another issue I have is that they're shown so many times of like Morty being like a little bit more callous and smarter and like more assertive and stuff, but like it's being him. He was definitely assertive about like, you know, putting the snake on Snake Planet or whatever and not doing the hope, but like
no, like
I don't think he's like that much of a fuck up anymore. You know what I mean?
No, like it just seemed really out of character for the now Morty. Like,
yeah, like he's murdered like so many people.
In last episode, like episode 4, he was like, I want a dragon. I don't give a fuck. I want a dragon.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh no.
Yeah. That was like also another issue. Like that, like a lot of this felt like it didn't feel like an episode from season 4. It was what I felt like.
It didn't feel like one. Is what you said?
Yeah, like
it could have worked in a
fam. Like,
season.
Do you see what happened? Like, think about season 4, episode 1. Look what all the shit Morty does to end up with Jessica.
That's true.
You don't care no more.
Fam,
I feel like
his idea on the sanctity of life has been drastically altered.
Mm.
That's something I think like season 1 Morty would have done.
I don't know if this is just me. I don't know. I feel like he's just anti-Rick. Like whatever Rick's saying, like he should be doing. Typically, like I get what you mean with like him just doing what Morty just doing whatever he wants to do, like being selfish. Like I want a dragon. I'm gonna die with Jessica. All that stuff. But I guess this Rick just like just forget about the astronaut snake. Or it's like, I'm gonna care about this, whatever.
But yeah, but also my thing is like, fam, that shit bit you and almost killed you. Why do you have any like snake jazz? Also, I some people like this. I hate not the snake jazz. I hate the like 3 minutes of like just snakes hissing.
Yeah, I love that part.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, so
I love that.
Overall, bad scene. Animation wise, so good.
It's animated greatly, but it's like
it was,
I
it was
know
good
what's
visual
happening.
Storytelling.
I thought so.
The story itself was bad.
Fam, I don't want to hear like for like 3 minutes.
Okay, first of all, they should have put subtitles.
No, I don't even care about the subtitles part. Well,
it would have made the hisses more bearable.
Yeah,
but hissing is such an annoying sound.
But it would have
it
would have taken away from the visual storytelling though.
That's why I enjoyed. Yeah,
that's why it was just a bad scene.
You just didn't like
you didn't make it shorter.
Yeah, I was gonna say make it shorter.
Maybe short. I still think it was a good scene.
No, it was
great. It was just a bad story.
I just didn't enjoy it. And like the fact that like they've pretty much like I've already come to that like it's almost impossible to do like time travel kind of well in a way.
Yeah,
you really can't. It's like I think Rick calls it like a poorly thought out device and shit, and it like the way that I like that they're making fun of like how it devolves and stuff, but like at the end of the day that's something you're incorporating into your universe and everything. Yeah. So why is there not like fucking Ricks popping in back and forth? And if Rick really did watch his wife and child die, are you telling me he's not gonna like do something to fix it?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Remember, they got the time police.
Fam, did you see how many violations they got off before the time police got there? Technically 0 because they never did it in the first place.
Yeah, the time police went back and murdered their ancestors.
But if they never violated the thing, then why did there was no reason whatsoever for the time police to go back in time? Ergo, that's the issue with time travel.
No.
Yeah. If I go back in time to stop you from doing something, then there's no reason for me to go back in time. Ergo, the thing happens. Because I never went back in time. It goes an entire cyclical loop. which is why there's like a million people like traveling back in time and time. Like, if you go back in time, that just puts you into that loop. It's kind of impossible to do that, right?
Doesn't Dragon Ball just do that saying it's just a multiverse or something like that? Like
yeah, but that's different. Like, that's what Rick and Morty does. It's like a multiple universes.
Yeah, so you're not saving your own timeline, you're just saving another person's...
Yeah, you could be saving, like, you, but it's an alternate version of you that exists concurrent at the same time.
Yeah.
It has no, like, relation to you.
Okay, yeah, so that's
like
just
if I go back in time to stop my parents from meeting, that could never happen because I would have never been able to go back in time to stop my parents from meeting.
Yep. Yeah.
But no. Also,
we're gonna talk about this time shit later. I got some theories, but you know.
What?
No. I gotta write this shit down for you.
Okay.
Wait for what?
We'll talk.
Is this for Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this about the cat?
I actually feel like no, not the cat. That whole like time travel sequence actually kind of works, but only in one way.
I would love to hear this.
Yeah.
But whenever you fully write this out.
Yeah.
But it was a good Terminator jab.
The Terminator.
Which is like the entire point of this kind of thing. Like Rick and Morty is really good at like naming an episode for something and then like completely like either like embracing like whatever that made that thing great or just completely making fun of it. It does that really well. One of my I think is the most underrated is The Purge.
That Purge episode.
Yeah.
That Purge episode was great.
Yeah, I think but it's very little talked about in like Rick and Morty episodes. Because I think it's because it's like the second to last episode of season 1.
It's a little too violent for a lot of people, though.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, Rick and Morty with its gore, like I'm used to.
No,
it.
but like
that has a lot of gore.
Yeah,
they literally dance on like the corpses while they're still fresh,
while playing some great music.
Yeah, it feels good. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty dark.
All right, guys, it's time for the headliner now. Time for Orisuki's episode 12, the penultimate of the season. All right, we'll get to that. First of all, Orisuki finally showed that they can do plot for an episode and like make it fun and entertaining. Thank you.
Without making it seem really sad.
I don't even think that was done the greatest, but this episode was either funny or entertaining throughout. What happens is Hazuki, nicknamed Hose, comes in, and he has his to save his friend's Joro's library from closing down. He brings his childhood best friend and his school class president. I hope you aren't seeing any similarities because there's definitely not. And they
both like him.
Oh, and they find out that he's actually in love with Pansy. Yeah.
Pansy. It's not you. He didn't say Pansy though.
And the way this thing like takes shots at like a typical harem protagonist and like the way his what's the fucking word that they used? His his terrible awareness and how that can help hurt other people and kindness hurting people that are close to him. I actually enjoyed. That was something I was not expecting from Morisuki.
It was a nice little twist.
They revealed that part of the reason why Pansy looks like that is because of Hazuki.
You remember the demon reference?
Yeah, he's the demon.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He has horns and everything.
He brings people into his orbit too easily.
I love that.
But I like Hose though. Also, do you think they did that on purpose? Like the fact that they nicknamed him like Hose?
Nah, not with the translation.
Not in Japan?
I don't think. I mean, who knows? But I doubt it.
I hope they did.
That'd be fun.
We finally have our deadpan chick introduced, like finally into this thing, which I definitely didn't need.
The which chick?
Huh? The light blue hair chick who always talks like I'm in a metronome. That bitch.
Yeah, the stereotype.
Yeah, I don't know why all like light blue haired chicks have to be like that, but I blame Evangelion for that, I guess. And like the thing that made the episode for me is that I guess Sanchan's like a rapist again. That's what I got out of it.
Whoa, again.
Dude, do you not remember the library? Where he's like, I can do anything I want in here.
Oh, his attitude in that scene.
Yeah. Is that not what it brought to you with that smile?
So you did,
it's clearly evil.
That's what you thought. I was thinking something completely different.
What'd you think?
I was thinking about him and Joro.
Why would he be saying that to her?
Maybe someone's in his closet in there.
What are these guys? The high schoolers or middle schoolers?
High school.
High schoolers?
It's gotta be high school.
No, he's a horny athlete. That's all he is.
Fam.
I don't know.
I could not believe that. First of all,
he was being hella manipulative though. That shit threw me off.
Fam.
Oh my
what
God.
if he was just laying low this entire time?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Dude, that's insane.
That's crazy.
I could not believe it. Yo, it
I'm going with my theory.
I will give Orisuke so much. No, I don't want to say that actually. I will be. How do I say this without
You'd be shocked.
being terribly? I'm very interested to see what they do with if what I'm saying is right. If they like actually show him like hurting like Ponzi in that kind of way.
I don't think so.
How would
I
they
don't
take
think
this
so.
show forward?
Yo, that'd be next week's the finale, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If they go that route, that'd be. I don't even know. I don't
Also
know what to
remember,
expect.
now I will say this though. After this episode, I can see why this is like 12 volumes. That is insane, by the way, for like a joke series to have 12 volumes at this point. Oh
Good
man,
pop points.
I love the fact that Orisuke's back is staying on the up and up for these past 3 episodes now, man. I'm really excited. And I'm gonna be really sad when this series ends next week. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be very sad. Fall Anime was really good to me.
Oh, I mean,
I picked this show from the get go, like saying like, "Yo, this is my show" from reading the descriptions, and it's the first episode just gave me everything I wanted from the show.
It did.
But it's given me so much more,
It has.
and I'm just gonna be sad when it goes, man.
It will be.
Now let's talk about SAO, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I got
That show can go fuck
The
itself.
deadness. We won't talk about this in like too much depth, but
We're gonna go.
we're gonna cover we're gonna go episode 11 and episode 12 in tremendous depth because that's when the thing finally happens. Remember, I said what happens next is like worse than rape scenes. It is the dumbest. It is the worst
How
thing.
can you be worse than rape?
You'll
scenes,
see.
Robert?
You'll trust me when. Just wait. Like you don't understand, and it's nothing sexual, by the way.
How is it worse than that?
Just wait. Just wait till you see what is said. Dude, I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it.
What the hell? I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to expect either.
I know it's not any. If you like, you can understand what like the overall focus and vibe of the show, dude. This is like a complete 180 where it's like the writer was like, I don't even know. Like, why would you do this? It has nothing to do with anything.
I think the only thing I've read that sort of scarred me in terms of manga was Berserk. Just like initially getting into it because I heard it like, of course it was like
The
everyone's
infamous thing, yeah, it's
yeah.
infamous.
and just that it's still like I think of Berserk. It's like yeah, that happened, but this. I
You
don't
know what
what's
I will say? Like, spoilers for Berserk, but like that thing's never gonna end, so it doesn't matter. She's got her mind back now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
After like 30 years, she has her mind back. But she can't ever see guts because if she does, she has a breakdown.
Oh really? Like a curse sort of thing, or like just her
No, like she
emotion?
like mentally like breaks down. Like,
Wow.
she like
Well,
all those memories start stirring back,
okay.
compulsions and that kind of thing.
I
Yeah, and I think that's in a way kind of worse. Damn, I do all this shit to get you back because of how I feel, and like this is what happens. But yeah, man, let me go a quick rundown about what happened in episode 10. Asuna's finally back officially.
Fuck that game.
She bends the earth with her godlike abilities now.
Yeah.
Also, she has finally deduced that like the villains are using unlocked super accounts from the Dark Empire because they didn't lock those accounts. Yes, Rock. Yes, The Rock.
Yes.
The story is so stupid.
It's so bad.
I don't even need to watch it. I don't want to catch up.
No, you just gotta watch episode 11 and 12, bro.
We don't either, but
We made a commitment, Ciroc. It's halfway over.
don't worry. It's only one season.
That's 24 episodes long.
Yeah.
But we're halfway there.
12 hours of your life.
Half hour. Oh, no, 12 hours, yeah. Well, technically, you've already gotten, like, this far, so it's only 20 more hours.
It's okay, sorry. We won't get that time back either.
Oh, and how it ends. I hate how I hate how this series ends.
Have they been sorry for being ignorant, but have they been like true to the actual written story?
Okay, I will say this for the villain sections. I have no idea. Those were so boring that I would just skip those sections. I was like, just I don't care. Like that's how bad it was for me just to read it. So I don't know how faithful they're being to that part. But no, like I will say, like they're being pretty faithful. Unfortunately, like Alicization, once they beat the administrator, and the administrator's already fucking weird.
That's
right.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Did you finish season?
It just starts like I thought the series would get better when Kirito's in a coma, but it doesn't.
I don't want to watch the vegetable. Like, come on.
No, I will. That's like the only good episode of this season, by the way.
I wanted to watch the vegetable, Robert.
That's the only good episode. Is when like, they steal his swords away, and they're like, "No, like he said, I could take it." That's the best episode of SAO this season.
Why are you laughing at someone bullying a cripple?
Dude, just how they said it. And he's over like twitching like... Ugh. Also, I really hate
I feel terrible, Rob.
It's so bad.
I hate that they make him like talk, by the way. People in coma don't even talk. Yeah. Or even make noises most of the time.
Oh, can this man talk?
Yeah, he's like...
No, he doesn't like talk with words or anything. Like, he'll make noises, which are like... like it's funny.
It's like so dumb. It's like... He'll raise his arm. His one arm ass. Vegetable cripple ass.
Oh my god.
And he just stares at his swords. I hate this show.
Dude, you're gonna hate the ending even more. Like, I will say this, right? Part of the reason why I was reading Alicization so much is because, like, I was waiting for, like, an ending, right? That, like, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to enjoy it, but, you know, this will all be worth it because this one thing will finally be paid off, right? And the things that I enjoyed about this show will come to, not the show, but of this arc, right? It'll come together. And while I know this doesn't conclude the series, but, like, I think I'm good, right? It doesn't end like that, like, at all. Like, it's so depressing, Ciroc. Like, it really deflated me. And this is
We're asking you to watch this.
It's only 30 minutes every week, Ciroc. Only 30 minutes. Well, next week's an hour.
Yourself for 30 minutes.
I got better shows to watch. I need to catch up.
Yeah,
Like
you
what?
can't tell me that when
Like
you've watched
what?
all of One Piece's filler.
What was that?
You've watched all of One Piece filler before.
Nah, I mean up until like a certain amount, but I just read now, so
Regardless, Ciroc. Regardless.
I'll see. I still need to catch up on Fire Force, etc.
I still haven't started.
I do want to watch that one show that Rashawn recommended. Yeah, the really Japanese sounding one.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
The last topic I have on the list is Game of 2020, but I think we should hold that for next week since that'll be our last episode of 2019. So I think that'd be the best way to end the show on episode 21. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sure.
All right. That great episode, guys. Episode 20 is in the books. All right, man.
All right.
This has been your host, Robert. This has been my co-host, Meeman, and my co-host, Ciroc.
Yep.
Good shit, guys. Good shit. Any
What?
last words before we sign off?
Don't forget to like, subscribe.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I know that he hates that shit.
Oh, wait. I do actually have one thing I want to say. And this is really, like, bad to, like... This is going to have, like, make no sense at the end of the episode. But I want to say, fuck the Kingdom Hearts 3 critical sledding section. That shit's annoying as fuck, and I hate it. And I just needed to vent that. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Just needed to. I needed to. It needed this.
This is therapy.
Like and subscribe.